Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name is Doodles, and I am back once again playing Pokemon Red. We are continuing to play under Nuzlocke rules. I've explained them already in previous episodes. If you want to know the Nuzlocke rules, they are down below in the description box. You can check out what the rules of this playthrough is going to be. But pretty much, we are continuing where we left off in the last episode. I believe it was we beat Brock, got the first gym badge. And we started grinding out, beating the next trainers that are heading towards Mount Moon. We are pretty much, I think I've got one trainer to go and then I'm at Mount Moon. And I'm not entirely sure how far we're going to get today because Mount Moon is pretty much our last opportunity to grind before we get to the next town, which is for Misty's gym. And the problem is I don't have many items and I don't believe I have much money either. I've got 186. Mount Moon is somewhere where an escape rope would really benefit us. Just in case we get in trouble and we can just escape rope out back to the Pokemon Center. However, I also need potions. So, I haven't got any money. So I'm in a bit of a pickle about what I'm actually going to do. Because if I lose any Pokemon in general, I pretty much can't lose... I think we've beat him, yes we have. I can't lose any Pokemon in general because under Nuzlocke rules there's only a finite amount of Pokemon that we can actually catch. We can catch one per area. So obviously there's only a finite amount of areas in the game where we can catch Pokemon. So if we lose any, it's not like we can just, especially if we lose a whole team or a good portion of the team, it's not like we can just go out and just get a whole new team. So pretty much if you lose someone, you have to just grind and try and sort of make do, which is the biggest issue with the Nuzlocke challenge. So a lot of this game is just going to be about grinding, but we need to ensure that we do our best so no one is lost from the party. I believe I can still get a Pokemon in this area. I haven't got a Pokemon from this route yet. However, one thing I did notice after I did my original set of videos is the section between Viridian Forest, a bit before Viridian Forest and a bit after Viridian Forest is the same route, and I didn't know that. I thought it was two separate routes. I printed out a map so I could see where I've been and what Pokemon I've got from each area. And I believe I got a Weedle from before Viridian Forest and a Rattata after, so technically that's the same routes that has broke Nuzlocke rules. I have thought it over and I thought at first that I might just keep the Rattata. It is what it is. I've made the mistake, but I'm not going to sort of end the gameplay or whatever because of it. I'm just going to sort of keep going. And I thought the Rattata's only level 2. So chances are it's not going to get used, or it's going to be a desperation one that I'm going to build up if I need to. So I figured if I get a Pokemon on this route, which I'm still entitled to do, I'll have my full 6 party, but then I'm also going to Mount Moon where I can therefore get another Pokemon. So if I get rid of Rattata, I'll at least put him in the box and I'll think it over. I may or may not use him, I might just release him. I'll get my 5th member of my party here, and then I'll get my 6th member as soon as I go into Mount Moon. So that'll give me a full party, so I might just do that, but I'm still going to sort of think over whether to get rid of Rattata completely or whether to maybe keep him as a backup. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to face this trainer first, and then I'm going to get the Pokemon from this route that I can, and then I'm going to, I think there's a Pokemon Center before Mount Moon, then we're going to tackle Mount Moon. I believe you can get a Magikarp if you pay someone at the Pokemon Center for 500, and that is a really, really great idea. However, I don't have 500, and if I did have 500, I ideally want to buy an escape rope. That would be one of my main things to do, because at least if I get in trouble with Mount Moon, I can just escape rope back to the Pokemon Center and start again. So I'm not entirely sure yet, because the Magikarp would be really good, because although it's absolutely useless, by level 20 I have a Gyarados, and a Gyarados will be absolutely fantastic to have in my party. It'll be a great water Pokemon, it's a dragon Pokemon, and I think it will really, really help us out. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I don't know whether to not get something in this area and get the Magikarp, or just wait until I get an Old Rod and get a Magikarp, because there's a few towns which you can fish in. And I don't know if there's a rule on it, but as far as I'm aware, if it's in a town, it's not a route, which means I am therefore liable or entitled to catch a Pokemon. Or that is my theory anyway. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I could get a Magikarp and pay for it with money I can't afford to buy something with. or I can just get something here and just use an old rod later on down the road to get a Gyarados should I desire to. Not entirely sure. I'm not sure at all. I don't know which one to go for. See, he's got a Magikarp there, but I don't have the money. I think I'm just going to have to leave it for now. If I decide to, I'll go to a town where I can fish, and I'll use my one from that town to get a Magikarp from there if I want to. I said that is always an option because the town's separate to the route, so therefore I can get a Pokemon. Is there anything? There's a potion here. That's definitely going to come in handy, especially as we head over to Mount Moon. So yes, I think that's what I'm going to go do. I think I am going to get a Pokemon from this area, heal up, and then we're going to go into Mount Moon. And we're going to see if we're going to either get Mount Moon done in this episode, or we're going to do it in the next episode, and we're sort of going to do a two-part as we go through Mount Moon. Then after that, we're going to head over to Cerulean City and fight Misty. Spearow. I don't really want a Spearow. But in the Nuzlocke rules, we've got to get the first Pokemon which we encounter. However, I've made the thing that if I accidentally kill it while I'm actively trying to catch it, I'm allowed to get the next one that I fight. Under normal Nuzlocke rules, if you kill the Pokemon, you're not allowed to get another one in that area. However, that's just... there's already a finite amount of Pokemon I can get, so needs must. But this is the first Pokemon that we came across, so I've got to make an active attempt to get it. And I have just got it, so therefore that's my Pokemon for this area done. I'm just going to add the sprite to the bottom of the screen. There we go. And that's it. That is the 5th member of our party. Then we're going to get the 6th one when we go into Mount Moon. We're going to have a full team going forward. But obviously I've got a Pidgey. I'm technically going to have 4 Pokemon that are flying. Because... oh, I was meant to go up the steps. I've got the Pidgey, which is flying. I've got Spearow, which is flying. Beedrill is technically at least part flying, as far as I'm aware. And then the Metapod's going to become a Butterfree, which once again is part flying, I believe. I don't know whether it's classed in game as having a second type or whether it's not. I'm not entirely sure, but... either way, I'm going to have 4 Pokemon that have the ability of flying type moves. Whoa, that was so close. I was trying to get a bit of experience. That was so close. I nearly lost Metapod. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. God, this experience point is going to be so thin between all of these. I was meant to get AJ Styles or Ivysaur. That was going to be the one I was going to use just to end this fight. But everyone's getting a little bit of experience, so it is what it is. Damn, that was a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be. Because Speedrill's got some attacks that are really taking out my Pokemon. So everyone's going to get like a handful of experience points. But this is what I mean about the fact that I need to grind. Because this is what one Speedrill's done. Never mind going into Mount Moon in general. That could absolutely destroy me. Because like I said, if one of my Pokemon goes, then that's it out of the party for good. And there's only a finite amount of places where I can get Pokemon. So, kind of is what it is. And I'm really... I don't know. Because see, I think I've got 3 Pokemon that are level 5. And I've got one that's level 10 and one that's level 17. So it's not like my party's even that good at the minute. If I had an XP share, that would be handy. But what I might do, I might go into Mount Moon, get the first Pokemon I come across. I've got a full party. Then hopefully that will give me something that's a little bit more leveled up. Hopefully. Oh, I bet it's a Zubat. If we're not with Zubat, we're going to have all but one of my party is going to be a flying type Pokemon. Or at least have flying abilities. which is going to absolutely suck. Oh, it's a Paris. So I've got another grass type Pokemon, but I suppose it's better than having another flying type. And I said under Nuzlocke rules, unless we kill it, and we didn't. If we killed it there, in theory, I wouldn't have been able to get another Pokemon. But if I accidentally kill it when I'm actually trying to get it, then it is what it is, and I'm going to get another one. So there we go. That is the 6th member and final member of our party, which I'm just going to get the sprite for now. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I don't really want to edit this because it makes the file smaller. That'll do. Oh, I didn't name my Spearow. Under Nuzlocke rules, you are meant to nickname your Pokemon, and with Pidgey and Spearow, I completely forgot to. Oh, dude, that's twice. That's twice now. What should we call Paris? I feel like it should be a diva or female wrestler. I don't know. I've decided that I'm naming all my Pokemon after WWE superstars. I did not mean to mess the name up like that. Some are Raph, some are Rare. Right. How's my party looking now? Obviously, we need to go back to the Pokemon Center because Summer Rae took a bit of a beating there when I caught her. Right. I can't believe I haven't nicknamed 2 of my Pokemon, but it is what it is. What can I do? I'm not changing anything. I'm not going to go back or try and get another Pokemon. It just is what it is. Right. I need to come up with a battle plan. I think I'm going to level up the Metapod into Butterfree. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to... How much money have I got? 396. Right. Beat another trainer, then I'm going to go get an escape rope, I think. Right, so I'm going to battle this person here. I want at least 1 escape rope just in case things hit the fan. Then at least I can get out. As I don't want to lose any of my party because I'm not going to have many opportunities to get more. This party that I've got here is like my party. At the minute. But I need to get Butterfree. Because I think he's going to be useful for future battles. Especially against some of the ones in here and gym leaders as well. I think it's going to be very beneficial to have the psychic type. Right, Clefairy is actually stronger than I thought it was going to be. Right, go on, nearly beating Clefairy. Don't put him to sleep. Oh. See if we can fight it. If he doesn't wake up soon. Come on. Then I've got 1 more pound and then I'm going to have a potion or something. There we go. Oh, dude. There we go. That should be the fight over. There we go. That's close. Right, so Bliss is now level 6, which is good. AJ is still 17. But now, seeing as though we're right near the Pokemon Center, I might as well just walk back. A Zubat, which I think, unfortunately... Oh, I might try fight it if I can. Psychic moves. No. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to run. I think this episode's going to be a grinding episode. I think that's what it's going to be. So hopefully you guys still stick around for it. But unfortunately, with Nuzlocke, there's going to be a lot of grinding going on. So it just kind of is what it is. And there's not a great deal I can do about it. So hopefully you guys stick with it. Hopefully you guys stick around and watch me. Even if I'm just grinding and doing this, it is what it is. But like I said, lose one of them. And that can absolutely be detrimental to my party. So I'm going to be kind of grinding, making my way through this whole thing, and we'll slowly get there. I think my plan is I'm going to keep using a weaker Pokemon, swapping out to my stronger one, and just XP sharing. I think this is what I'm going to have to just do. Actually, we need to go get an escape rope. I don't know why I didn't use a grass move there. Makes more sense. There we go. That should beat it because I nailed Brock's Pokemon in one hit. I didn't beat it. Oh, it did. It did. There's an item here. TM12, whatever. There's another one there. Another potion. It's the escape rope I need. I don't think I've got one. No. But I'm going to have to go all the way back to Brock's Town to get one. I'll fight the trainers first because I might end up being able to get 2. So that's always handy. Level 11. Oh. That should give me a lot of experience points though. So that's always a plus. So we'll switch back out to AJ. Alright, come on, nearly got rid of Weedle, so that's the first one down. Right, hopefully some good experience points there. 60s, level 7, so that's not bad. We're getting there. You know, it's a Kakuna, is it just going to use... I don't know if it's got a move, so I don't know if I want to risk it. I've only got Harden anyway. Oh, that doesn't help. Do I use a weaker Pokemon and level them up? So I'm going to find out. As long as that only knows Harden, then we should be good to go, even if this is going to be a slow grind. But it's going to get some experience point for some lower level Pokemon, so that's never a bad thing. Although probably by the end of this is going to take forever. If it takes too long, we'll just switch out to AJ style, split the XP 3 ways instead. Once that hardens up, it's going to do a lot less damage. Right, so this is a good opportunity to level up 2 weaker Pokemon. I hope this isn't trolling me and suddenly uses like a tackle or something. Right, we nearly got it. It's going to take a while, but it is what it is. I'd rather give the experience points to 2 lower level Pokemon than the Ivysaur. I'm not as... That's going to get leveled up a lot anyway, so and that's obviously way ahead of any of my other teams, so it's good to get a lower level leveled up for sure. Because we need them more evenly just in case, because I can't just rely on Ivysaur, because if Ivysaur gets in trouble, then I've got no other team member to turn to to help us out and finish the battle, so we need them to be... as equal as possible. I know why it's such a grind now for some people to do these, because you've got to spend hours and hours just doing nothing but just leveling up, but it is what it is. Right, so how much money have we got now? Right. How's my team doing? We might be able to scrape by and do another trainer battle. If there's any more in this area. I'm going to stay in this area for now. Seems I'm going to go back and get an escape rope anyway. But I believe they're about $5.50 in terms of the price. So if I can get 2, that would be ideal. Because that would give us a couple more opportunities. Oh, I don't know whether Psychic's bad against Zubat or not. I'm not entirely sure. Whoa. That was super effective. If a Zubat beats my Ivysaur, I'm going to be absolutely pissed. I'm going to be furious. I can live with Leech Life. It's not killing us too much. Once you get a critical hit and just absolutely just decimate my level 17 Ivysaur. Right, there we go. But see, that shows that I can't rely on Ivysaur to be my sole guy because, well, we're going to come across Zubats throughout this whole thing. And obviously, the Zubats have the ability to decimate my Ivysaur, so that's not ideal. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, don't. No, we can't. We can't. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, right, it seems okay against Metapod. Might have to go get that escape up, you know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else down here. Oh, shit. I hope I don't regret this decision. Oh, fuck. Got to use a potion on AJ. I'm tense. I'm nervous. Let's see if we can just take him down quickly. Nah. Thankfully, he's only seems like he's using tackle, so we'll use a potion. Oh, this is so frustrating. No, I don't want to do anything. Go back. Go back. We'll try Vine Whip. We'll see if that has any effect. Yeah, that's quite effective. Right. I'm sure Voltor's may move his self-destruct. If he does that first, if he does that before we beat it, we are fucked. It better not have self-destruct. Oh, thank God. Voltor's one of those Pokemon that a self-destruct can pretty much just destroy your Pokemon. It's one of the few moves that can pretty much just kill a Pokemon. I've had it happen so many times. Like I said, we've never played under Nuzlocke rules before, so that doesn't help things at all, because I can't just go and revive my Ivysaur if he dies. If I lose my Ivysaur, I've got to release him from my party, and that's it, my starter Pokemon, he's gone. I know I'm just pushing it now, and eventually it's going to come back and haunt me. I can sell rare candies. That's always a plus. I don't want to use rare candies because they don't up the stats. I'd rather just leveling up organically. And this is the perfect place to grind, but I'm not confident about my party enough to risk fighting something like a Zubat, because it seems like Ivysaur is not the best Pokemon against it. I've got an escape rope. I'm just sort of rinsing this area now, just seeing if I can find things worthwhile. I'm glad that Metapod doesn't take much damage from that, because that's allowing me to escape. I'm just seeing if there's anything else worthwhile in here. Right, there's the next section. Oh, look, I thought I'd already beat him. Oh shit, there's 2 ladders. I don't know which one I've got to go in. Fuck, he's got 3 Pokemon. Shit, I hate quick attack. Oh, thank God. Right, that's the first one down. Right, so Vine Whip seems to be a good move. I'm going to have to head back, or I'm going to have to... I don't want to escape rope unless I'm desperate. So I think for now I'm just going to walk back to the... Pokemon Center. I was just trying to debate whether to actually use AJ Styles or not. I hope I don't regret this decision. We'll have to portion up again. Shit. Right, come on, one more move after this, and that should be this trainer. I thought I'd already beat him. Oh, it's so confusing. I need to get a map of this area, and then I can at least know exactly where I'm going. I can plot where I've been and where I'm going and where I've got to go, and not mark off what trainers. That's not a bad idea, actually. I know there's another trainer there. I don't know whether I'm in a position to beat her yet. So I'm going to hold off. That's the... Tell me that's not the one I've just been to. I've just walked past. Oh, dude. Don't tell me I'm walking in circles. Oh, I don't think I am. No. Good. Right, we're going to head... Oh, we're going to head back to the Pokemon Center. We're going to heal up. We're going to go to the town... Brock's town of Pewter City, I think it is. And we are going to... get an escape rope and maybe some more potions. Just in case. Better safe than sorry. There's nothing in these, is there? No. Right, just heading back to Pewter City. I'm not going to heal up at Pewter City because when using escape rope, you go to the last centre that you went to. So I'm going to go to Pewter City, head back to the Pokemon Centre outside Mount Moon. So if I use the escape rope, I'm going to head straight back there. So I'm going to head to the Pokemart. No, I don't want to do that. First, I want to... sell the rare candy because it's worth 2,400. That's going to help us out a lot. I don't want to sell a Pokeball. I don't need to buy any Pokeballs for now though. I think I'm going to buy 3 of them. And I'm going to buy 6 potions. So that should mean I have 10 potions for escape rope. I think that's more than enough to tackle Mount Moon. More than enough. Right, gonna head back to this Pokemon Center now and heal up our party. I think I might actually do a bit of grinding outside of Mount Moon. That might be a good idea. At least I'm just straight next to the Pokemon Center. That might not be a bad idea, that. If I can get Bliss to become a Butterfree, that's going to really help us out. I think. Because I think we're going to start learning Psychic moves. I think that would really benefit us. So I might do that. Hopefully you guys are still sticking on. Hopefully you're watching me at this minute, because that would really... show that you guys are digging this, and also oh, Jiggly, that would have been a good one to catch. That would have been a good Pokemon, dude. That would have been better than Spearow, but this is what it is. So yeah, hopefully you guys are still watching this, and hopefully we're hanging out together and having fun, because I'm having a lot of fun, despite the fact that this is a grind that can be a bit annoying at times, but I'm still having a lot of fun doing it. I absolutely love Pokemon. This is probably one of the few games that I can play over and over again, whether it's for next generation or just an old one like this. I've played the first generation games so much, especially as a kid, and I've even played them a few times recently. I got Pokemon Yellow on the 3DS and I played through it again. I had a lot of fun doing it, so I can just play this all the time. It's one of the few games that I can play over and over again, and I enjoy it just as much as I have all the other, Jesus Christ, all the other times that I've played it. I've enjoyed it just as much. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this too. I'm not enjoying fighting this Jigglypuff though, because it's been a colossal pain in the ass. And it seems like the only move it knows is Sing. So that's just fantastic. Nah, done. Can't be arsed with that. Screw that. Just gonna use AJ Styles again. Good thing is, worst comes to worst, right near Pokemon Center, so we should be fine. That wasn't the experience point I was hoping for, but that is what it is. So, oh, I wish I didn't catch the Metapod. I wish it was a Caterpie, because I would have had something where it could have at least defended itself. Would have been a little bit better. But there's not much I can do now, is there? Metapod is in my party. Is what it is. And Pekka's surprisingly a lot of damage to a Pidgey, which I really wouldn't have thought would be the case. But here's what it is. Is what it is. But there we go. At least I've got some experience for 2 lower level Pokemon. Both still haven't changed level. So yeah, as I've said, Pokemon Nuzlocke is essentially all about the grind. You need to grind this game in order to succeed. And unfortunately, that is the case. I'm just going to have to just grind. So there's going to be a lot of grinding. There's a lot of episodes are going to be dedicated to just leveling up. Which sucks, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the process of completing the Nuzlocke. And obviously the challenges, and obviously seeing me stress out over it when we get in a position where we are potentially in danger. That's kind of one of the issues with this area. It's a lot of Jigglypuffs. I know it's been quite a long episode, so hopefully you guys are still sticking around. I really appreciate it if you are. I'll probably be wrapping it up soon. Probably won't be too much longer before I start to wrap this episode up. I'm ideally trying to get a Butterfree before this episode is out. That is my goal. So I wish the Metapod had some other moves. Because obviously it can't defend itself. It's literally just got to be a slave Pokemon. I've got to just basically have it first in the party, swap it out for any other Pokemon so I can defeat the Pokemon I'm battling. But I think at level 10, I think it will start learning its own moves as Butterfree, so we should be alright. That is my hope, anyway. I honestly can't remember it. I can't remember Pokemon's movesets off by heart when they get them. I hate Sand. Sand Attack's one of the moves I hate more than anything. Sand Attack and Sing. I cannot stand those two moves. There we go. That's Pidgey taken care of. But at least we're in a nice easy area where we can get the grind going. So should should be good. Oh, should be good. Can't be done with singing Pokemon. Must be close leveling up now. Oh, Butterfree and Bulbasaur and Bulbasaur's evolutions are amongst my favourite. I'd say if I was picking my top 5 Gen 1 Pokemon, I'd say Bulbasaur and its evolutions. I didn't even use Metapod. And Butterfree would probably definitely be in my top 5. I think I wouldn't, obviously I couldn't class, I don't like any of Bulbasaur's evolutions or like the 3 of them any more than any others. So I think I'd probably class them all as 1. But yeah, I'd say Bulbasaur and Butterfree would be with me in my top 5 favourite Gen 1 Pokemon. Don't know what it is about Butterfree, I just think it's really cute. I really like it. I think it's because I used Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur was my first starter, my first playthrough, my first full playthrough of the game. And obviously you get a Caterpie really early on, which goes into Butterfree. So Butterfree was a Pokemon that was in my very first party, or as far as I can remember. Obviously it's like 17, getting towards 18 years ago now, since I very first played Pokemon. So I can't remember exactly the details of what Pokemon in my party, but I'm going to assume I had a Bulbasaur because I'm sure I did. And also you get a Caterpie which evolves into Butterfree very early on in the game. So pretty much like a Bulbasaur and a Butterfree were essential parts of my early parties in Pokemon. So I think I've always hold it special to my heart for that reason. I did prefer Butterfree over Beedrill. A lot of people preferred Beedrill, I prefer Butterfree. So yeah, I think they stuck with me a lot through my Pokemon games. So even when I play the games now, I usually choose Bulbasaur as my starter, and I usually have a Butterfree in my party for a while. That is pretty much how I roll when it comes to Pokemon. So I really want to get the Butterfree, and hopefully I can keep them for a very long time. If I can get through the game without losing my Ivysaur, or maybe Venusaur by that point, I'll be so happy. I'm going to hope Bliss levels up soon. I don't want to use a potion on Ivysaur if I can help it. It would be ideal not to use a... If it doesn't level up this time, I'm going to have to go to the Pokemon Center. Damn. Damn. I don't want to use a potion because I've got to go through Mount Moon. I'd rather use potions in Mount Moon. So I'm going to have to just go heal up. I bet it's going to be the next battle. We're going to get a Butterfree. But, oh well. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh no, no, still got at least one more battle to go then. Do, 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 do. Another Spearow. Still? Oh, dude. Dude, man. This is annoying. Hopefully this is the last time. Hopefully this is the last battle before the evolution. That would be ideal. Because I really want to get into Mount Moon. Which I think I'm going to be saving for the next part now. Because obviously we're over 40 minutes in now to this episode. And the chances that no one is watching this is very, very, very high. So I don't want to make it any longer. Because I don't want to make it even more of a deterrent not to watch it. But hopefully you're watching it. I really hope there's at least one person in the world who's sat watching this playthrough from start to finish. Watching every second of what I'm doing. I really hope there's at least one person out there. If there's one person, if you are watching this, if you are the only person in the world listening to me talk right now playing this game, then it makes this whole Nuzlocke playthrough worthwhile. Because that is what I want. As long as someone's watching, I don't care if it's one person's watching it from start to finish, or whether there's tens of millions of people watching it from start to finish. As long as there's at least one person who is glued to this series, who wants to see us finished, it is all worthwhile to me. All worthwhile. Right, enough about that. We've got, hopefully, the last battle. This is going on a lot longer than I intended it to. Hit Sand Attack. Yes! Hell yeah! What? Bliss is evolving. Damn right she is. Into one of my favourite Pokemon of all time, Butterfree. Hell yeah. That's so good. I'm so glad we now have Butterfree. Did Butterfree learn a move? I don't think it did. Oh, dude. Damn. So we're not even ready to start getting moves with it yet. Oh, that's so... I want to check to see what the movesets are. And I'm also going to get a Mount Moon map. And I'm going to use that as a reference to where I am. And then also... I can figure out where I've got to go. Because I don't want to spend any more time than necessary in it. I don't want to wander around aimlessly not knowing which ladder I've got to go through. But right, I think that is the perfect time to end this playthrough, guys. We've been going for nearly 45 minutes now, just under 45 minutes. I think that is more than adequate. And now that we're in Mount Moon, this is going to be our next task. We're going to tackle it. Hopefully don't lose any Pokemon in the process. And hopefully we get through it in one piece and we're all good. But I'll be doing that in the next episode. So I'm going to end this video here, guys. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you've watched this video now, thank you. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit a subscribe button. My name is Doodles. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.